So chapter ICT skills we are covering only the important topics of these chapters, and what are input devices, what are output devices, these I think I need not to cover, you can cover it yourself. So what are the different types of software? As you all know that computer is made up of hardware and software part, and combinedly both of them known as firmware. FIRMWARE, firmware. So software and hardware both combinedly known as firmware, and software is further divided into hardware part is divided into like input devices, output devices, and memory devices. So these are the three parts of our hardware devices. But software is divided into two categories: system software and application software. System softwares are those softwares which are required by computer for its processing. Means we don't use system software because computer is just a machine, it cannot understand anything by itself. So we need to give all the instructions to the computer. So all these instructions are given in the form of software, or in the form of program, and program is called as software only. So all the instructions which we give to the computer for its own processing, that all instructions are known as system software. Now system software is divided into four parts: operating system, language processor, device drivers, and utility software. Now what is operating system? Operating system is the main software of the computer which handles everything inside the computer. Operating system is basically responsible for everything which is happening in the computer. It's like a nervous system of the, like your nervous system works in your body, similarly operating system works in the body of computer, and it operates everything related to file management, related to memory management, related to device management. Everything is handled by operating system only. How computer will on, how computer will get off, what will happen if somebody will do right click on the screen of computer, what will happen if somebody will do left click on the screen of computer. So everything is handled by operating system. If there is any password for the system, then the user is entering the correct password or not, that is also decided by operating system only. So operating system is basically the most important program of the system which handles almost everything. Okay, next is language processor. Language processor are the softwares which convert our language to the language of computer, because computer is an electronic machine which can understand only electrical signals, that is on and off. And in the language of computer we call it a binary language. Machine language is called as binary language, which is made up of zeros and one. Zero means off and one means on. So it can directly understand, computer can directly understand only binary language. So we need a translator between us and computer, so that our language can be converted into the language of computer, so that computer can understand and accordingly process the information, and after processing the information it gives us the output back. So this is basically the translation work is done by language processors. So there are three types of language processors: interpreter, compiler, and assembler. They all have different roles. Like interpreter convert our language to computer language line by line. If I'll write the first line, it will convert it, and computer will understand it. Then it will convert the next line, then it will convert the next line, and it keep on doing like this line by line only. And a compiler is a program, or it's a language processor which convert the whole program in one go. Like suppose if I have written 10 codings, 10 lines of coding, so it will convert the whole code in one go, and it will translate into the computer language. Computer will process that instruction and give the output again. So output will be again translated to our language using the language processor, and it will be presented in front of us. So basically what language processor is doing, it is doing the translation work for between us and computer. Next is device drivers. Device driver is basically the softwares which handle all the devices which are attached to the computer. For example, if a keyboard is attached, if a mouse is attached, if a printer is attached, everything which is attached to the computer is handled by device driver. Like suppose if I'm going to install a printer with my laptop, and it's a printer of IBM or maybe of any other company, so I need to install a software first of that company so that that printer can be supported uh, with my system. Without installing that software, I cannot use printer with my system. So all these softwares which we require to install for the working of that hardware device is known as device drivers. बाय डिफॉल्ट पेन ड्राइव्स, माउस, कीबोर्ड के अंदर छोटे छोटे सॉफ्टवेयर्स होते हैं, छोटी छोटी चिप्स होती हैं जिसमें ऑलरेडी डिवाइस ड्राइवर्स इंस्टॉल्ड होते हैं. तो जैसे ही हम पेन ड्राइव अटैच करते हैं अपने सिस्टम के साथ, ऑटोमेटिकली ड्राइवर आपके सिस्टम में ऑटोमेटिकली इंस्टॉल हो जाता है. यू नीड नॉट टू इंस्टॉल इट एक्सटर्नली. लेकिन अगर आप प्रिंटर इंस्टॉल करते हो, फैक्स मशीन करते हो, स्कैनर करते हो, सो यू नीड to first install the driver into the system and then only you can use that hardware part. Next is utility software. Utility software are all those softwares which are basically used for the cleaning purpose of the computer. For example, all antivirus software comes under this category only. So it is used to clean the viruses from the computer. So all these types of software which is used for the cleaning purpose of the system are known as utility software. And all antivirus software, disk defragmentation software, what they used to do, suppose if I am saving a music file in the system, आपने तो accordingly you just checking कि आपने D drive में save किया या E drive में save किया और you have saved it on the desktop, but computer की memory में वो कहाँ पे जाके save हो रहा है, you are not aware of that thing. सो डिस्क डिफ्रेगमेंटेशन एक सॉफ्टवेयर होता है जो कि मेमोरी को एलोकेट एंड रीएलोकेट करता है. कंप्यूटर की मेमोरी में जो छोटे छोटे ब्लॉक्स हैं, कौन सा ब्लॉक किस चीज के लिए एलोकेट करना है, किस चीज के लिए एलोकेट नहीं करना, और if it has to be reallocate for some other purpose, then when it has to do, all this is decided by utility softwares only. So all these four softwares come under the category of system software. Next is application software. Now system software was all those softwares only which was required by computer, which was not required by us. We are not using all these software. Even computer is using all these software for its basic operations. Now next is application software. These are those softwares which are required by us for our processing. Whatever the work which we want to do on the computer, we can do with the help of application softwares only. First is journalized packages. Journalized package softwares are those software which are common for everyone. For example, Word, Excel, PowerPoint means it's a collaboration of all the Microsoft softwares, that is MS Office. So MS Office is a journalized package which everybody can install on their systems, on their laptops. So it's a journalized package which is common for everyone. It doesn't matter that whether I'm installing on my system or you are installing on your system, it will work in a same manner. If it is working for me, it will also work for you. These types of softwares are known as journalized package. Next is specialized package. Specialized package means which I'm using for a particular purpose. I have purchased them for a particular purpose and then I'm using it. This also remains common for everyone, but not everybody is using these software. For example, if I'll purchase Photoshop, then it will I can purchase any version of Photoshop, and it will work in a different way in my system, or maybe it will work in a, because you are having a different version of Photoshop, so it will work in a different way in your system. So these for example, if I'll purchase a accounting software, so I can purchase any type of accounting software which is available in the market. So these are the software which is not used by everyone. If I'll purchase a video making software, so that is my choice whether I wanted to purchase it and whether I wanted to use that software in my system or not. So these types of softwares are known as specialized software, which are basically used for a special type of task, only for accounting purpose, only for it is made only for CAs, suppose, because CAs are basically doing the accounting work, so it is made for CA only. Not everybody is using. If I'm a software engineer, then I don't require that software. So specialized software are those software which are made for a particular person only. For example, if I have a shop and where I'm doing the photo editing, so or maybe the video editing, so only then only I'll require the Photoshop software or maybe the video editing software. Not everybody is using all the specialized softwares. Next is customized software. Customized softwares are those softwares which are basically customized according to your needs, according to your convenience. For example, if I'll talk about the school software, Atlantic, which we are using nowadays, that is a customized software. ये market में आप कहीं जाओगे market में और आप बोलोगे कि आप मुझे Atlantic दे दो, so you cannot purchase Atlantic. And because the features are developed for our school, according to the needs of our school, according to the use of our school only. So all those softwares which are particularly designed for a particular company or for a particular organization, these types of softwares are known as customized software. Like suppose if I'll go to McDonald's, and what the software which they are using for checking their stocks, for doing their billings, that type of software is customized software. Now if I'll open a Walmart or a shopping mart, I cannot use a software which is designed for McDonald's, because my requirement is maybe something different. I am selling a few different items which is not sold at McDonald's or somewhere else. So customized packages or customized softwares are those software which are basically made only for a particular organization or a company, according to their needs and according to their requirements. So this is the category, how software is categorized into two parts: system software and application software. System software are those softwares which are required by the computer, and application softwares are those software which are required by us, which we are using. Okay, next is now under the system software, the most important is operating system. So first we are starting with the operating system only. What is operating system? Operating system is an interface between the hardware parts of the computer and the software parts of the computer. Because computer is just a machine, so it cannot understand the language which we are speaking. It cannot understand that language directly, so it needs a operating system. It needs a platform in between the hardware and because computer is a machine, so I cannot use mouse directly, I cannot use the keyboard directly, or any other device of computer directly. First I have to give instruction to the computer that how this device works, how mouse will work, how keyboard will work. So all these instructions I have to save somewhere in a particular software, and that software is operating system. It acts as an interface between the hardware and the software parts of the computer. This is the first program which gets loaded into the computer memory when you start your computer, when the booting process of computer will start. Booting process means when you start your computer. So when you start booting your computer, this is the first program which get installed into the memory of computer. Sorry, which get loads into the memory of installation you have done at once only. And now it will, every time when you will start your laptops, when you will start your computer, it will get load into the memory of the computer, so that it can handle all other operations of the computer. Now what are the basic functions of operating system, what it can do? This operating system is doing the booting of computer means it will tell computer how to start, how to off, and how to which screen will appear first, and what will be the time at that time, what will be the clock, and what will be the screen which will appear, and if somebody will do right click, somebody will do left click, then how it has to be, it has to respond. So that is it. It means it is uh, first it is booting the all the parts of the computer which is required for the first time. Next is it control all hardware devices of the computer which is attached to it. अब सबसे पहले कंप्यूटर जब ऑन होता है ये चेक करता है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम चेक करता है which all hardware devices are attached to that computer or to that laptop. Is there any mouse, is there any keyboard attached, is there any printer attached, is there any scanner attached? So it used to identify all those devices, check कि कौन सी डिवाइस क्या काम करेगी ये खुद समझता है पहले, and then you can use all these devices. Next is file management. File management means where you are saving your file, how you are saving your file, where it will get saved in the memory, either you if you are saving it in D drive or E drive. So that is file management. कौन सी फाइल कहाँ पे सेव होगी, कैसे सेव होगी, कब सेव होगी, this is handled by operating system only. And it is also responsible, suppose if I have created a Excel file which is encrypted by a password, which is saved by a password, and nobody can access it without entering the correct password. So it also check that if somebody is trying to open that file, that then whether he is entering the correct password or not. So this process is also known as file management. Next is it allow users to run more than one application at a time. If I'm able to open 3 different applications on my system, I'm doing the Zoom meeting, I'm sharing the PPT with you, and maybe I have opened the Google Chrome also. So all these files are currently running in my system. This is because of the operating system, because operating system is doing memory management and process management. All the processes are running together, and which process is allocating how much part of the memory, that is decided by operating system. Next is form a GUI platform for programs. GUI platform is it also provides you graphical user interface. Computers में buttons provide करवाना, icons provide करवाना, files and folders की shapes provide करवाना. This is also handled by operating system. Suppose if you are creating a file, then how it will look to you, and if you are creating a folder, then how it will look to you. So this is also handled by operating system. So basically operating system is responsible for everything which is happening in the computer. Now what are the most common operating system? You have to remember or learn the icons of all the operating systems which we are using most of the time. Linux, Mac OS and Windows. Windows, everybody know we all are using Windows on our system. Mac OS is an operating system. This is one of the symbol of Mac OS, and there is one more symbol. So check for that symbol also. So Mac OS is a type of operating system which runs only on Apple systems only. Okay, next is Linux. Linux is an operating system which is free of cost. It means you don't have to pay like Windows. If you are installing Windows in your system, then you have to purchase, because Windows is a licensed software. So you need to purchase Windows. But Linux is free of cost, and it is available on internet, and it occupy very less space in the computer memory also. So it is open source of operating system. Open source means it is available free of cost. Secondly, you can even modify, you can do the changes in the coding of Linux, and you can redistribute it also according to your convenience, and you can give your own name to this type of operating system in Linux. But Microsoft Windows, because they are having the copyright of Microsoft Windows and Mac OS, the Apple is having the copyright of Mac OS. iOS, so you cannot do, you are not allowed to do any changes in the in the coding of these operating system, and you cannot get it modified and redistribute it. Next is, these are the most common operating system for mobile phone. Everybody know iOS is for Apple mobile phones. Android is for your we normally use Android mobile phones only. विंडोज फोन्स भी होते हैं एंड ब्लैकबेरी के जो फोन्स होते हैं, HTC में विंडोज फोन होते हैं, विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होता है, एंड ब्लैकबेरी के फोन में ब्लैकबेरी का डिफरेंट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होता है. Next is, what are the types of operating system in terms of license? There are two types of operating system, open source and proprietary. As the image is also showing, open source means it is free of cost. Anybody can download it from internet. You can modify the coding of this operating system and you can redistribute it with your own name also. So all these operating systems are known as open source operating system. Next is proprietary operating system. Proprietary operating systems are those operating systems which are paid. They are having license. You can purchase them, but you cannot redistribute them according to your convenience. So proprietary operating systems are the examples. These are the two examples. Mac OS, this is an Apple icon only. Mac OS and Windows, these two are the proprietary operating system, which are the licensed software. They have a copyright of a specific company. Only they can modify the features of these operating system. We cannot. They are not disclose the coding of these operating system with us. Okay, so these softwares you can get by paying a certain fee, and you are not allowed to modify and redistribute it. Open source softwares which don't have any copyright of any company, it is available free of cost on the internet. You can modify the coding and you can redistribute it also. So these are the two example, Linux and Ubuntu. These are the two open source operating system. Open source operating systems are very useful. What are the features of these open source operating system? First of all, it is free of cost. It never crash. Linux की ये specification है कि ये कभी crash नहीं होता. Windows crash हो जाती है. If you are not shutting down the Windows properly every time, it will get crash one day. But Unix will never get crash. And there is no virus attack on Linux. Means whatever you want to install in your system from the internet doesn't matter, because you will never be able to install virus in your system. It is virus free operating system. It means most of the time we use Linux in server systems only, where the chances of viruses should be less. There should be no virus. Server should always be free of virus. So we install Linux only on servers basically. Ubuntu is also free of cost. And the specifications of Ubuntu is it occupy the minimum number of space in the hard disk for its installation. It also support uh, HDMI. HDMI cable is for basically projectors. So it also support HDMI cables. And next is, it is secure and full featured web and social networking services. It provide you all internet facilities. There are few facilities which you will not be able to use on Linux, but on Ubuntu you can use all networking and social all web facilities also. So these were the important things related to operating system. And out of all the software, operating system was one of the most important part of the software. Language processor, I already told you language processors. So basically there are only three types and they are just the software. So operating system was having the further division also. So that also I have explained now. And application software also I have explained कि journalized package word excel powerpoint ये journalized होते हैं. Specialized are like if I'll purchase a accounting software for me, so that is specialized software. Or if I'll purchase Photoshop, which is basically used to edit the photographs only, so that is used by photographers, so these types of software are specialized. लेकिन word excel powerpoint जो सब use करते हैं, so that is journalized. कस्टमाइज जो आपकी स्पेसिफिकेशन आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग बनते हैं, सो दैट इज कस्टमाइज्ड पैकेजेस ओनली. Okay, so I'm going to end this session now.